18-year-old Javed Bartlett, a talented, athletic,
Well, I want to become something big.
and ambitious young man, a teen you'd never think
Where are you?
was so caught up in the world of internet video gaming
And it falls to brave orcs like you to
that his virtual world became his real world.
Yeah, it was definitely a new world. It was an escape from all my problems. You could be someone completely different. You could be the best in this imaginary, computerized world. And I got away from all my problems.
Javed's game of choice, Rift.
At my peak, it was 14 hours a day. I couldn't control myself. Yeah, I was addicted.
Okay.
Okay, who's first?
Meet the Smith family, as we will call them.
All right.
Back away.
All right, whose turn is it?
A successful doctor
We're gonna start right here.
with a beautiful wife and two adorable girls, ages 4 and 6. You'd never guess that Dr. Smith almost
I was ready to leave.
lost all of this because of an addiction to World of Warcraft.
At my worst, there were blips of 60 hours a week. It's tantalizing, and you're playing it, and you're thinking about it, and you're waking up to it, and you're preparing for it, and you're researching online how to do your role better, getting that next little piece of gear and mastering it. I'd play as soon as I came home. I'd play through the night, play when my wife was asleep.
Then there is 22-year-old Andrew, who had to drop out of college because StarCraft and World of Warcraft became more important than his class.
The point that it became really a problem was sophomore year of college. I had no schedule at all. I'd miss a class because I'd stay up too late the night before gaming.
What?
And then, it got to the point where I'd miss so many classes I'd be behind in schoolwork, and then I'd feel depressed and ashamed that I was behind in schoolwork.
It lights up the same pleasure pathways in the brain that light up when people are taking drugs and alcohol.
Dr. Hillary Cash. Is gaming a real addiction?
Gaming is a real addiction.
And Cosette Ray.
It's free, legal, accessible, and accepted by your peers. You'd name other drugs that have that same kind of potential.
Are the founders of the Restart program,
Lots of little trails. It is gorgeous.
the only known recovery program in the country for internet video gaming.
After about 3 weeks, the brain is starting to normalize.
Restart takes clients far away from city life and the high-tech world. It's located off the beaten path in the backwoods of Washington State. This is the place Javed and Andrew call home. Their gaming addiction got so bad their parents sent them here.
It's made me a lot more confident. I don't feel the urge to play the games anymore. I kind of look forward to life, and I'm a lot happier.
Here at Restart, we believe that there can also be a lot of underlying issues at play.
Those staying here have no access to the internet or video games. They cook their own meals and have a daily routine that includes
Inhale, 2, 3, 4.
yoga,
Exercise is an important part of emotion regulation.
individual counseling, and other activities.
We're trying to give them experiences that are going to be life-promoting when they leave here.
I started gaming, well, when I was 5.
For Javed, the breaking point was when he finally stepped back and took a look at where his life was heading.
I think the biggest step is definitely realizing that you have a problem. I don't want to be living this life in 10, 15 years.
But leaving the virtual world is not easy.
What I hear from the users is, I don't really want to participate in life. I want a virtual relationship. I don't want to have to leave my house. I don't want to go out in the natural world.
How in the world did that even begin to make sense?
Dr. Smith didn't go to Restart, but the addiction did lead to serious marriage counseling.
It was so miserable.
His wife says for 2 years, she felt like a single parent.
What wife goes to Victoria's Secret just to save her marriage and prances around and no look from her husband? So here's this man living in my house who I would see on occasion, and that was not how I wanted to live.
The breaking point for Dr. Smith, the night he ignored his own daughter during an asthma attack.
I asked him, go give her a breathing treatment.
Yeah, I'll be right there. And that I'll be right there turned into an hour later.
It was that moment. I mean, after 2 years of being ignored, it was that moment where I said, this is not right, and I'm going to leave you. I said to him, I don't really care what you choose, but you are going to have to choose, because it's either us, your family, or this game, because you don't have the ability to have both.
I sat back in bed at that moment and made me realize, wait, what am I doing?
The road to recovery is not an easy one because you're never cured.
It's right below the surface. There's still, even to this day, there's that desire, that nag, that, I wonder what's going on now.
But this husband and father now knows the price one game almost cost him.
I fail to see how it's worth it on any level. I understand it, but it's not worth it on any level.